why I'm so confident and why I develop this kind of self esteem is because I'm a firm believer that at any given moment, I might die. Like, really, at any given moment, we might die. So, not that I'm making it all existential or I'm giving you all existential thoughts, but yeah, right? Because you wouldn't know. So, yeah, the title of this podcast for today is How to Be So Confident to the Point That People Think You Are Crazy. And I written it again on this laptop, beloved laptop, so that I can have a concise and organized. I think the first part of this podcast episode is going to be me talking about growth and development of me in the past years, on how I grow my confidence and how I develop it. And also, I wanted to share how I'm able to embrace it, and also my higher self on being the most authentic yet confident version of myself. Because I believe that there are still so much people, especially in the younger generation, that lack confidence, which is, I believe, also that is crucial for career, whatever path you wanted to pursue, and also just on you, just being yourself. It's so crucial to be confident. Actually, if I'm going to compare myself and me in me being my present self right now and in my past self, I am not this confident. And as I reflected, the things that made me confident and grow and make me have this kind of self-esteem is getting out of getting out of your comfort zone. I think and really believe that getting out of your comfort zone and not letting yourself be contented on what you have, like in terms of where you are in your career or path right now, is beneficial and is so relevant for your growth, especially in your confidence. Because in the past, I really practice trying new things, especially if I think that if it's going to be so scary for me, like the thought of that me pursuing that certain career or person or whatever endeavor it is, by thinking that it is so hard to do, it is so challenging to do, it is so scary to do, it means that it's going to be risky. But I wanted to tell you all that it's good kind of dopamine hit or adrenaline hit, because it's going to make you grow as a person, which is you're going to use. Also, I wanted to add that in order for you to be confident, I don't know if younger people, younger than me or much younger than me, are going to relate on this, but the key factor also on having confidence and high self-esteem is you being disciplined. Like, for example, if you promise to yourself that you're going to do something, whatever it is, once you set something for yourself, like, for example, you're going to do that tomorrow, then you doing that, finally doing that, you feel fulfilled for the reason that when you met your when you met the things that you need to do, that you set to do, you are building self-trust in yourself, and self-trust is equals to confidence. And overall, as the day goes by, if you practice that, it just create that kind of self-esteem. And it's also it is and it's also good to start small and just allow yourself to start small and go into step by step process until you got to be doing something much bigger than that. And over the years you're going to notice that you have growth growth. Yeah, also I wanted to add that support system, the people that we have in our lives, the people that we let in our lives are a bigger and crucial factor on how we feel and how we felt confident in ourselves. Because I'm going to give an example. Because in the past, I am in such a dark place to the point that I'm not aware that the people around me are toxic, that they are not good for me, or they are not even supporting me. So they're not my support system. But I don't really reflect on that, or I'm not really knowledgeable about that. So that in the past, that's also adds up to me being insecure, to me being not be able to pursue my authentic self, and just scared to pursue something bigger, riskier. Because yeah, it also adds up to that you needed a safe support system. But now that I practice filtering out the people in my life, and all of my friends right now are genuine, emotionally intelligent, knows how knows how to put boundaries, and just kind people. And you just know if they are your support system, if they are they're unconditionally supporting you, not asking something for return. That's as also. And also mindset shift. In order for you to be so confident that people think you're crazy when you do all of this, because I don't know if it shows in me personally, or if you just watch me on YouTube, most people perceive me as a confident person, and they love my confidence, they love my self-esteem, they love my energy, just because I practice all of this, just because I practice all of what I'm saying and yapping here in this podcast episode. Because I just realized that, especially when I'm still not pursuing psychology, I realized that everything is a mindset shift. Everything starts from the mind. I'm sorry if I'm talking so fast. Everything comes from the mind, because I'm a firm believer that I'm a firm believer that every person has their own perspective on what's beautiful and what's not. And I'm not just talking about the word beautiful. Because for example, if I felt beautiful right now, yes, that's good because I really felt it. But some people wouldn't agree with me, because they have their own standards of what's beautiful and what's not. And for me, it's fine, because if I put myself in their shoes, there are also people that I don't find attractive at all. Just because I have my own standards of what's beautiful and what's not, you know? And yeah, my point is, don't take it personal if people view you like that, because what's most important is what you felt and what you believe in yourself. So, like for example, for me, I believe that I'm beautiful, but there are also days that I don't feel beautiful, even though some people might perceive me that I am pretty or what. So, yeah, after all this time, it's just mindset shift. It's just not not taking anything personally, especially if it's external validations, because I love to say that beauty, confidence, and self-esteem must felt inside and not chased outside of yourself. And yeah, confidence is felt, not idealized. It doesn't have standards on what it should look like. Also, I wanted to add that I'm a firm believer that the reason why I'm so confident and why I develop this kind of self esteem is because I'm a firm believer that at any given moment, I might die. Like, really, at any given moment, we might die. So, not that I'm making it all existential or I'm giving you all existential thoughts, but yeah, right? Because you wouldn't know. And confidence, being confident is going to help us in many ways to pursue risky circumstances, to pursue what you wanted in life, career, or whatever endeavors that if you have confidence, if you develop confidence, step by step process, it's going to be fulfilling for you. Knowing that you should take the risk. You should be getting out of your comfort zone and not be contented at whatever whenever you are right now. And if you take the risk, if you're practicing on that, even in the smallest gestures, step by step process, at that process of taking that, getting out of yourself in your comfort zone, you are building confidence. Just right there. You are. And also, you are building self trust that there are hard proofs in the past that you get through so much things or so much circumstances to the point that if life gives you new challenges that you perceive it's hard, then that kind of hard proof from the past is you can use it. You can use your self trust. You can use your confidence to move forward and to believe that I get through shit from the past and now I don't believe that I can. Maybe. See? But I believe that I have a lot of thoughts about confidence, but I just can't remember them now. But I'm just going to make this podcast episode as part one, and maybe in the other days is part two. They really love talking about it. Being confident gets you so far in life. Being confident makes some people perceive you as intimidating, as something that they couldn't reach, as something that they need to respect. So it's so important to feel confident, be your authentic self. But what do I mean by being your authentic self? Oh yeah. Being your authentic self in is not feeling sorry wearing, for example, not feeling sorry for wearing whatever fashion you like, whatever type of fashion you call that, it's not being sorry for that. As long as you think and believe that it doesn't hurt some people, it doesn't hurt some people, and you're just expressing yourself and you being just real. Oh, also, I wanted to add that I strongly believe that a lot of people, if you are that kind of people, but a lot of people, most of people are holding themselves back and stopping themselves pursuing something just because they're not confident. And because the risk factor of them not being confident is that people tell them to stop doing whatever they do, or people are projecting, especially people who are judgmental, people are projecting them insecurities to these persons just because they're being authentic and just being themselves and trying to be confident. Yeah, I mean, do you really realize how it's going to be a huge factor? That's why it's important to select, filter out whoever is in your life, because yeah, you need genuine, kind, and supportive friends to you be able to help yourself